What is up, everyone? It's Adam here making this video for people out there that are maybe struggling in life. Maybe you're kind of at a loss at how to succeed in the area in which you're looking to succeed in. For me, at one time, it was skateboarding. I wanted to be a professional skateboarder. And at that time, I had no idea about the self-development industry. I wasn't being proactive about the kinds of influences I was allowing into my life. I was very much at the effect of life, less so at the cause, and more so of the belief about having natural talent, natural abilities, maybe also pursuing things for unconscious reasons because maybe I was getting positive feedback, say within the skateboard arena. Maybe I was meeting friends that skateboarded, so then I was making friends in that area. Maybe I was getting acceptance from that area when I would be landing tricks and getting positive feedback there. So there's many factors that maybe spur people on to pursue the kinds of things that they pursue in life. However, if I had known the things that I know now that I learned later in life, maybe I would have tried to go after some other field of expertise when I was younger. But that's neither here nor there. Every hindsight, as they say, is 2020. So I'm just here to relay some of that information to you, the viewer, so that you can get results in the areas that you want to get results in. I'm focusing on dating now. I'm focusing on communication skills and improving that area of my life, but it also encompasses all areas of life. You want to not only just be good in the sense of your communication skills and maybe improving your results in your sex life, in your dating life, if that's what you want to do. But it's also, why not build up your financial success? Why not have build up your just happiness in your overall psyche, in your day-to-day life, just having fulfillment and going after what you want in life and learning to appreciate your day-to-day life and improving overall. That's what this encompasses, and it encompasses everything. So if you have the right mindsets, the right beliefs, if you have good support systems in your life, that goes a long way. I think everything starts in the mind. You got to get your mind right. You got to learn to believe in yourself. You got to give yourself recognition. You got to learn to validate yourself and not be looking for external validation from other people, because the thing is that you're not going to get it. If you so happen to get that validation from others, then I guess that could feel nice, but ultimately it's not something that is fully within your control, which is why you want to cultivate everything from within. You are the only constant in your life. You're the only constant. Everything outside of you is changing, it's fleeting, but every single day you wake up with yourself. Can you be good with yourself? Can you start enjoying calm, peace, serenity, and appreciating these things? The boring routines, processes that you will have to cultivate for yourself on a day-to-day basis to build the skills that you're looking to build and to be the best that you can be. And maybe at some point you're going to be one of the best regarded by your peers, by external forces, by external people, businesses, whatever it may be. But again, if you're doing it for that reason, it's probably you're only going to go so far. It's like if you listen to somebody like a Michael Jordan or some of these other guys that achieved at a high level in sports and different athletic pursuits. You know, they weren't comparing themselves to other people. They were only comparing themselves to what they felt was their best, where they putting in their best effort. You listen to somebody like a Coach Wooden, who was regarded as one of the most successful coaches for his time, and again, it was all about just putting in your best effort. Did you give it your all? If you walked off the field and maybe you even lost the game, but you as an individual put in your best effort, you would still regard that as a win. So the same thing when you go out to the bars, when you go out to the clubs, when you're out in the day and you see that woman that you want to approach, do you go and do you approach her? Do you make the attempt? That's ultimately what it comes down to. It's not about lines. It's not about lines. It's not about knowing the exact thing to say. It's about actually getting out there, getting your own experience, being willing to fail, walking through the fire, and becoming strong emotionally. Just like if you go to the gym, you're pushing your physical body to the limits, and that's how you grow. But it's also not just about the work that you put in the gym. It's also about what you're doing outside of the gym. Are you eating the proper foods? Are you making sure that you're like, that's something that you got to do on a daily basis. You got to make sure that you're getting the right foods to help yourself to heal, and that's how you grow. That's how you get stronger. Well, the same thing when you go out to the bars, when you go out to the clubs, when you're pushing yourself and putting yourself in high pressure situations, continually meeting strangers, working on your conversation skills, working on being more expressive and uninhibited in environments, and pushing through fears and worries and self-doubt. All these things, everybody faces these things. It's basically your competition is with yourself. Realize a lot of these conditionings that we go through and why we feel the way we feel is because we are in a competitive world. We're also being subjected to all kinds of different beliefs. We're being influenced by all kinds of different media, businesses, marketing, sales campaigns that are bombarding you with all kinds of beliefs and trying to maybe even make you insecure so that you're going to want to buy their products. You know me, I'm not, of course, yeah, I have services. There's things that I sell, but I'm also just putting my information out there to try to help others, but also to better understand how I'm getting results and then relaying that to you so you can get results. Like if you understand, when I was younger, I wasn't aware of all the different mental tools and belief systems that I have now, but that's where everything starts. So can you believe in yourself? Do you support yourself? Do you give yourself recognition? You're not guaranteed results, so can you go and take action regardless of the fact that you may never get results? You might not get results. You might go out and you get nothing. You're not getting the outcomes that maybe you would like to have, but that's why you have to appreciate whatever progress that you make. It's all about the progress that you're making. Like when I see that person I want to go speak to, do I go and speak to them? If I do, that's a win. I consider that a win. The ultimate end outcome of maybe having an intimate experience with that person is not guaranteed. So then I just appreciate the fact that I got to go talk to that person. I appreciate every little thing that I get to experience, the practice, the repetition, the experiences that you get to have. Every little experience, having that gratitude, having that appreciation for your life, that you get to wake up another day, that you maybe have another day where you're not in pain, you're not in suffering. Although, again, you might be in pain and you might be in suffering, but this is a great way to get yourself up out of that and to teach yourself that you have control over your life, that you are responsible for the results that you'd like to get in your life. You have to start building up a work ethic, not expecting things just to come to you. That's what I used to think. I used to think, oh, maybe someone's going to come save me. So maybe someone's going to come put me on and sponsor me and make me a professional skateboarder, make me feel happy and feel good about myself. But no, you have to realize that is your responsibility. You are responsible for your mental health. You're responsible for your physical health. You're responsible for every result that you'd like to have in life. But that's actually empowering because now you realize you don't just have to wait around waiting for someone to come to you. You can actually get out there and be proactive and make things happen for yourself. But thing is too, though, is learning from others, taking control over the influences in your life. If you aren't surrounded by good people that have your best interest in mind, and ultimately you got to have your own best interest in mind, and you got to be the friend to others that you would like to have in your life, and then understanding what the kinds of people that you want in your life. But you can also go out, get books, invest in books, invest in yourself, invest in programs, invest in self-development, whether that's education and building up your your mind, your intelligence, your body, whatever it is that is an area in which that you're struggling, go take proactive control over that area of your life. You have to be working on all aspects of your life, not just devoting yourself to one specific thing. It's not just about going out and talking to women and going out to bars and going out to clubs. It's also about not being on drugs, not drinking, making sure that your finances are good, making sure that you're also maybe going after and getting the job that you want to have. How do you want to make your money? It's not just about making money, it's about how you make your money as well. But that's the reward in itself. The fact that I'm making this video is the reward in itself. The outcomes are ultimately not in my control, but I can do everything to get the outcomes that I want. I can build websites, I can make sales funnels. There's so many aspects that I can work on before I can say that I can't do it, right? And ultimately, it comes down to consistency and getting your mind right. You might have bad habits. You might have bad belief systems. You might not be confident in yourself. You might be down. You might actually be beat down from the people in your life, the people you're surrounding yourself by, maybe the upbringing that you had. You didn't have very many good influences or people there to support you. Well, you're at a point now, if you're watching this video, you got to support yourself. You got to go look and be proactive for the influences you want to have around you, which is why books are a great place to go to if you don't have good people around you. Be good with yourself, meditate, journal, read, start working on time management, and being actually also, as well as appreciating and understanding that time is your best asset. So then now you're scheduling your days. You're scheduling every single hour of your day and knowing exactly what it is you're going to do, and then sticking to that process and being consistent in that process. And that's how you're going to get results. But that's actually the hard part, because these habits that we cultivate, they're difficult to change sometimes. But one thing is that, for example, Tony Robbins, he talks about how you got to equate more pleasure to the new behaviors and pain to the old behaviors. So when you're going to go slip and go back on some of those behaviors that you're looking to change, look at how you feel after you do that. You probably don't feel proud of yourself. You probably feel guilty. The momentum that you've built up, don't just be willing to throw that away. You're in momentum. Keep that momentum going. But if you do falter, if you do slip, don't get down on yourself either. Just look at it as a learning experience and then get yourself back on track and just keep on going. Another good strategy that I like is marking down a red X every time that you accomplish everything you want to accomplish in a day, and start stringing red X's together on your calendar. That's a good way to hold yourself accountable. And holding yourself accountable is also something good to cultivate, and even having somebody to hold you accountable, which is why if you were to reach out to me at datingdestruction@gmail.com, that's something that I do. I hold people accountable. I have different services that I can provide, and if you're willing to invest in yourself, it's a great way to maybe use as a catalyst to get you on track, or have somebody that's already been doing something like this out there in the dating arena, have been studying the different materials and psychology and all different kinds of things that I can relay to you to help you to get on track, give you a blueprint, and show you how to get results in this area if that's what you're looking to do. And that's a great way to see improvement and to hold yourself accountable too, and have somebody that can give you insights into maybe blind spots and things that we don't see when we're in it. That's why filming yourself or recording yourself or having somebody to give you that external feedback, like whether it's in boxing or basketball or any kind of sport that you can think of, they have coaches. They have people coming up with game plans for them, strategizing, and then giving them the exercises and the routines which are likely to get them the results. And I've got results for myself, so I know that I can get results for you, because what's worked for me can work for somebody else as well. So hit me up if you're interested in the services that I can offer. I'll also put those in the description as well. But once again, like and subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment, and until next time, peace out, my friends.